hopping on and off my mat a little bit today, so we'll see how it goes. So, nice bracelets, Laura. Oh, hi, Wendy. Hi, welcome. So, again, we're going to take high. Block a long way, have a seat on it. If you don't have a block and you practice at home on a regular basis, I do recommend getting a block or two. For those of you in my fitness classes, I also just found a nice piece of equipment that I'm going to test out before I let you know if it's something that you should look into. Your knees can be together or open. Listen to your body, let it guide you. If your feet are close to the block, you can kind of squeeze your inner ankles towards the block. That will help prepare you for some chaturanga-like movements later. And just go ahead and place your palms down on your thighs. First, palms down, spread your fingers. You could touch your thumbs together and open up like a little bit of a V shape there, so that your fingers press across the thighs. And as you press your fingers across the thighs, press down and forward. And then just tilt your tailbone underneath you, broaden your collarbones, and bring the crown of the head to the sky. And I have to say, this is our last class this year, 2023, so welcome. Looking forward to 2024 in a lot of ways. Looking forward to leaving 2023 behind, but in other ways, there are some great things that happened as well. Oh, there's a little bug in my room. All right, so, Lauren, here we go with the dogs again. So start to breathe in, fill up completely belly, ribs, and chest, and just release all tension. And empty out the breath, let everything go. Yeah. And just, put a little tilt up at the ends of your mouth. Just a little, like a Mona Lisa smile, that kind of like half smile, half not. And just acknowledge yourself for being here. So keep breathing fully, deeply, and completely, expanding the breath across from side to side, top to bottom. Close your eyes and gaze to the tip of your nose. And with your hands spread open as they are, kind of roll your thighs away from each other. Yeah. Good. Take a few breaths. And as we leave our hands from our thighs and bring them to our heart center, keep the action in the legs opening. Keep the tailbone coming downward. Set your intention for 2024, not a goal, not a resolution, just a thought maybe for happiness, peace, a little bit of compassion and love. Mostly, a lot to yourself. We have to start with ourselves. And then stretch the arms right above your head. Hook your thumbs together now. Spread your fingers. Lift up and over to the right side as you just do a nice gentle bend. Inhale back to center. Exhale up and over to the other side. Oh, you got a nice rebounder there, Susan. Good. Inhale back to center. Exhale up and over to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale up and over to this side. This time we're going to hold over to the right side. Inhale. Press your arms a little further away. Press your left hip to the floor or the block. Release your right arm to the floor and or the block. And open up a little bit more to the right side. Good. Inhale, come back to center. Hook the thumbs the other way. Lift up and over to the left side. Pause. Release your left arm down, right arm up and over. Rotate your torso open. Press your right hip towards the floor or the block. And then inhale back up to center. Hook the thumbs for breath. And exhale, release the hands behind your back. Interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down. Lift your heart up. And just see if you can touch the floor with your knuckles and open up the front of your chest and shoulders. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. One more breath. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, touch the palms quickly to your heart center in prayer. Twist to your right side. Take your left hand outside your right thigh. Right arm behind you, either in between your two legs or a little bit closer to your left side. Lengthen on the inhale. Twist deeper on the exhale. Relax the shoulders down. Bring your chin to your right collarbone. And just look, gaze softly behind you to the left side of your Inhale, return to center with your hands in prayer. Exhale, twist to the left side. Right arm outside left thigh, left arm behind you. Inhale for length. Exhale for depth. Looking for the space, trying to move into the space. One more breath. Inhale, return to center, bring your hands to your heart. Exhale, bring your arms back behind you. Interlace your other finger on top. Knuckles down towards the floor, lift your chest up and open, squeeze your shoulders together, squeeze your elbows together, open up your heart. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. And then release the breath, bring the hands back to your heart center. And if you need to release your hands and help yourself out, help yourself out. Take your right foot, then your left foot, sit on the block, and open your knees a little wider. If you need to stretch out your legs, just give a little kick. So you're sitting on the block, open up your feet as wide as the mat. Bring your arms on the inside of your thighs and your hands to your heart center. Good. It's kind of a place we can stay for a while, but we won't stay that long. And as you push your knees open, push your knees into your triceps. Sit up nice and tall, and if you have to adjust your legs in any way, of course you do that. And just breathe into the spaces that we're opening up. So into the inner groins. Take a breath. And as you exhale the breath, release your hands in front of you. Walk the mat a little bit further. Keep your sitting bones on the ground. And still hug your knees to your triceps. And hug your triceps to your knees. So you're getting a little dual action here of pushing and pulling. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. From here, just take your hands to the floor. Shift your weight forward, move the block off, straighten your legs, and turn your toes forward with a really big bend in your knees, even if you think you don't need to. So that the palms are going to touch the floor, or you can put them on the blocks. You can even put them on your shins. And just sway your hips from side to side. Getting a little more action down and through the hips and the back. And when you're done swaying side to side, come back to the center. Press firmly into your toes, big toe, little toe, ball of the foot, heel of the foot. Hands out in front of you, so if I were to shift my weight a little bit forward into the hands, the heels would start to lift. But let's keep the weight more evenly distributed, so both the hands and the feet press into the floor. One more breath. As you empty this breath, walk your hands a little further out in front of you. So you're in a bent knee, short downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Shift the weight back towards your heels, but keep the knees bent. And then begin to shift your weight to your hands so the heels do lift a little bit. And then find the middle, right? Find where both heels of the hands and the heels of the feet are pressing down to the floor. Take a breath. As you empty the breath, bring your knees underneath your hips. You know, if you need more support underneath your knees, go ahead and double up your mat or put something underneath your knees. Tuck your toes underneath you. Open up your heart, dip your belly, broaden your collarbones. Exhale, press through the hands, top of the foot, chin to the chest, round and curl. Inhale, arch your back, tuck your toes, dip your belly. Exhale, round and curl, chin to chest. Inhale, back to center, neutral position, wag your tail from side to side. And then start wagging your tail and make some circles. This dog is too cute. Start to make the circles bigger if it feels supportive in your body today. Oh, is that Murphy? Looks like that, yes, I see the collar. And then go the other way. Hi, Cindy. Good morning. Good to see you, and just move circular motions. From here, we're just going to push back into a child's pose, so open your knees wide and stretch your arms out in front of you. Reach the heel of the hand forward, push the hips back to the floor, or to your heels. Walk your arms a little bit wider. Press your chest, your chin, your forehead towards the floor. And let your belly soften between your thighs. One more breath. Inhale, rise to your hands and knees. Come, bring the knees back underneath you. Take your right foot back behind you, tuck the toes, and square the hips. So as the right leg goes behind you, there's a tendency to shift into your left side for balance. So even walk your right foot out a little bit more if you want to find more balance. Press the top of the left foot, shin down, and lift your right leg in the air. Bring your knee to your chest, round and curl. Point your toes, kick your heel to your buttocks. Extend your right leg out. Inhale, bring your knee to your right shoulder or elbow. Exhale, bring it back out. Inhale, bring your knee to your left shoulder tricep. And then if you can, step your right foot outside of your left foot. It's a little tricky, so you have to use your hands most likely. Good. Press your palms down. Good. Hi, Karen. And then we're going to take that right leg and cross it in front of the left leg. Open up your feet. Take a block. Sit down on the floor or the block. I know it's a little early for this. Oh, what a pretty Christmas tree, Cindy. You look so pretty there. Inhale, stretch the arms up. It's a nice view. Exhale, open up, twist to the right side. Right hand behind you. Inhale, twist, deep, deep, deep exhale. Inhale, rise up. Hi, Karen. Exhale, twist to your left side. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to the center. Undo your legs. Just make it soft and easy. You can keep the block to the back, which you now know what's coming up. Stretch your left leg back behind you, toes tuck under. And if you feel like you're putting your weight more to the right side, just shift your left foot out to the left side a little bit more. Inhale. Exhale, lift your left leg off the floor. Point your toes. Bring the knee to the chest, round and curl. Kick your heel towards your buttocks. Extend the leg, exhale. Inhale, bring the knee to the left tricep shoulder. Exhale, kick it back. Inhale, bring the knee to the chest to the right shoulder. Now, again, it's going to take a little manipulating. Take your left leg out to the right side and just draw your left hip back to the center. Good. Breathe in and out. And then we're going to just simply bend the left leg so that the left knee is in front of the right. The feet open out to the side, and you can sit on the floor of the block. Use what you need. And if this doesn't work for you, just sit cross-legged. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, twist to your left side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, twist to the right side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands down. Adjust your blocks, move them back to the front of your mat. This time, let's just go ahead and cross the legs. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, and you're in a cross-legged downward facing dog. Chest towards your thighs, left leg in front of right if possible. Inhale, bring your right knee to your chest as you come to plank. Exhale, cross the right leg in front of the left, hips up in the air, downward dog. Inhale, bring your left knee to your chest and plank. Exhale, cross left in front of right, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, right knee to chest. Exhale, cross in front, hips up. Last one, inhale, knee to chest. Exhale, cross in front, downward facing dog, and then separate your feet for downward facing dog, but put your feet as wide as your mat now. So long stance with your legs, chest towards your thighs. If you need to modify, come to your knees. Oh, you guys are frozen. You guys are frozen. I hope I don't lose you. We're in a downward facing dog. I don't know if you can hear me. We will determine that in a few moments. Oh, good. Okay, because you're frozen on my screen. Inhale, high on your toes. Exhale low. Thank you, Marie. Exhale, lower your heels. And walk your hands back to your feet. So if I lose you guys, just know it could be the internet. If I lose you, we'll just get back on as fast as we can. Take your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, palms together, knuckles down, lift your heart, and then forward fold. Hang your head, Shift it off side to side. I'm just going to do a little manipulating here and see if anything's going on. And I can't even move my cursor, so I don't know, we're stuck. All right, so if you can hear me, arms behind you, you're in a wide-legged forward fold, in a standing stance. Keep the arms back behind you and lift yourselves up. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead, interlace your fingers, turn the palms inside out and upside down. Exhale, open up your arms. Take your right arm onto your left arm and hook your arms together, or hug your shoulders and lift the arms up and down. Bring your arms back to center, tuck your chin to your chest, point your fingers down, bend the knees and forward fold. Let go, relax. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk back out. Can you still hear me? Somebody let me know. Downward dog. Bring your feet a little closer together. Thank you. Okay, good. Can you see me? Okay. Bring your feet closer together. Thank you. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot through. Lower your left knee to the floor. Relax your shoulders. Pull your collarbones broad. Press the back foot down. And then stretch your arms in the air. Inhale. And exhale. So I apologize, I can't see you. I hope you can hear me. You'll just keep checking in every few moments. Reach your arms up so you're in a crescent lunge on your knee, low lunge. Inhale, sweep your right arm back, left arm forward. Turn your torso to the right, hug your hips to the center. So we've been working through hugging those hips for a bit. Inhale, reach long, long, long. Exhale, left hand down on the floor or a block, right arm up. And hug your right hip into the midline. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep opening up your chest, shoulders. And then exhale, bring both hands on the inside of the right leg. Take your right foot a little bit more out to the right side, and then turn the toes out to the right side. Drop through your hips, and just breathe. You can move in some semicircular motions or circular motions with your hips if that feels supportive, and then so I can't see who's coming in or out. My screen is frozen, but whoever's coming in, welcome. And breathe. Good. All right, tuck your left toes underneath you. Turn your right toes forward again. Take a little walk to the left side of your mat. Adjust your feet so they're level to each other. Turn the toes slightly pigeon-toed. Inhale, lengthen. Hi, who's coming in? I can't see. Hi, E.T. Exhale, fold. My screen is frozen. I can't see you, but apparently you can see and hear me, so that's good. Take your hands to the outside of your feet. Lengthen your spine. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Bring your head towards the floor, elbows out to the side. Shift your weight so the weight is over the balls of the feet more, and there's no locking of the knees. One more big breath. Inhale, release your hands, look forward. Inhale, walk around to the front of your space. Exhale, step back to a high plank and pause in plank for 3, 2, and 1. Lift your hips up in the air, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Exhale, send your left foot through between your hands and lower your right knee to the floor. Top of the foot and shin come down. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press firmly into your left heel and top of your right foot shin. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, sink your hips low and lift your heart. Breathe in. And breathe out. Keep pressing forward. Inhale. And exhale, take your left arm back behind you. Turn your body to the left side. Thumbs up. Hug your hips to the midline. Reach in 2 directions. Inhale. And exhale. Right arm down, left arm up, twist. Breathe. Inhale. Use your right hand to give you space and rotate your torso. One more breath. As you empty the breath, 2 hands on the inside of your left foot. Turn your left toes out to the side and just hinge forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Tuck your right toes underneath you. Turn your left toes forward. Inhale, walk around to the right side. Turn your toes slightly pigeon in line with each other. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, this time just walk your hands forward. Shifting the weight into the balls of the hands, soften the knees, biceps by the ears. And breathe down the sides of your body. Again, putting some more weight forward into your toes, balls of your feet rather than your heels so the knees don't lock out. No hyperextending. One more breath here. Empty the breath and walk the hands back underneath you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, walk around to the front of your space. Exhale, step your left foot to your right foot, back of the mat, top, hold, plank, not your breath. This time shift forward, either bend your knees or keep your legs straight, bend your elbows halfway down. Inhale, roll through to an upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips into a downward facing dog. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rise on your tippy toes, bend your knees, look forward. Walk, step, jump, hop, fly to the top of your mat. Halfway lift when you get there. Empty the breath as you let go. Press down firmly through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Bring the arms with you. Exhale, send the prayer to your heart. I'm not going to play with the computer because you guys can hear me. That's all that really counts right now. Standing at the top of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale, stretch your arms over your head. Exhale, take a forward fold any way you'd like. Hands on floor, shins, or blocks. Inhale, so have your blocks at the top of your mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your right foot back. Stay in this low lunge. Organize it so that your left heel's in line with your hip and your right heel's in line with your hip so you're not on a tightrope. Press down, inhale, rise up. Reach up. Drop your hips low. You can bend the back knee as much or as little as you'd like. Open up your left arm to the left side. Turn to the left side. Reach. Hug your left hip in. Water wheel. Thumbs up to the ceiling. Shoulders down. Inhale. And exhale. Sink a little lower. And then inhale. Reach your right arm forward. Right hand on the floor or block. Left arm up in the air. Open up your twist. Same thing we just did on our knees. Breathe in, breathe out. As you empty the breath, release your left hand inside your left foot. We just did this. Turn your left toes out to the side and just drop your hips. You can drop your back knee if you'd like or stay up on the bum of your foot. Inhale. And exhale. Good. One more breath as you start to turn yourself over to the right side. Take a block with you. Put it behind your right foot, just on the floor behind your right heel. Lengthen your spine, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. This time, put your hands on your hips. Inhale, rise up and stand up tall. So your feet are wide. Your arms are going to come out shoulder height. So ideally, the arms rest above the ankles. If your feet are coming in shorter, open them up a little bit wider. And standing in this Vitruvian stance, really, press the pinky sides of your feet outward while you squeeze your inner legs inward. Reach in 2 directions. Inhale. And exhale, turn your right toes to the right. Turn your left toes, if there was a clock at the top of your mat, your left toes would be facing about 10, 11 o'clock. And then bump your left hip level to your right hip. Reach your arms and gaze to your right hand. Inhale, bump your hips to the left, reach out to the front, and take your right hand on the inside, outside, foot, shin, or a block. Left arm up, right arm down. Hug your right hip underneath you. Open up your torso. Lift your knees up. Find energy in your legs. Breathe in and out. Open spiral. Triangle pose. Inhale. And exhale. Press firmly down through your feet. Inhale, rise to stand. Move the block off to the side. Turn your toes forward. Turn your left toes to the front. Good. And then bend your left knee. Arms over ankles. Reach in two directions. Warrior two. Right leg is firm. The toes are now, if the clock moved to the front of your mat, 2 o'clock on the clock. Reach out in all directions. Top of the head to the bottom. Arm to arm. Breathe. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Keep this low. Inhale, right arm down, left arm up. Reverse warrior pose. Stretch the side of your body. Bump your right hip to your left. Inhale and exhale. One more big breath. Inhale, come back up and release your hands to the floor. Turn yourself forward. Low lunge. Step back, high plank. Inhale. Shift forward, choose your way to downward facing dog with push-ups. Without push-ups, you do you. Downward dog. Inhale. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward, walk, step, float, hop, fly to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down firmly, rise up, arms up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center, standing in mountain pose at the top of your mat. Inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, fold your way down to the floor. Hands on floor, shins blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Wide enough that you're balanced. Right hip drops down and in. Come to your fingertips. And then begin to bring your torso up. Arms up. Shoulders down. Bend the back knee as much or little as you'd like or need. Square the hips. Inhale. Exhale, right arm behind you, left arm forward. Hug your hips to the center. Gaze is wherever keeps you steady, right? Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, hinge forward, left arm down, right arm up. Open up, twist. Breathe in and breathe out. One more breath. Right hand on the inside of the right foot. Right toes turn open, drop your left hip down, and either stay on your toes or go to your knee. Breathe in and out. Just one more breath here, not too long. Inhale, turn your right toes forward, and then turn everything to the left side of your mat. Take your block on the back of your left foot. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold all the way down. Shift your weight forward. Let your head go. Shake it out, yes or no. Inhale, lengthen your spine, put your hands on your hips and rise up to standing. So back to that Vitruvian stance. Level out your feet. I always have to move. I keep my feet wider so it's different. Arms out, shoulder height. Inhale. Exhale, turn your left toes to the back of the room. 12 o'clock. Right toes go to 2 o'clock. Bump your right hip towards the center. Inhale. Now bump your hip back as you reach out of your torso simultaneously. Left arm outside or on top of the left shin. I like a block right behind my left calf. Right arm up, tailbone comes underneath you. Reach in two directions. Feel the length on the sides of your body. Lift your knees up. Inhale and exhale. Triangle pose. Body makes about 6 triangles in this pose. In this one pose alone. One more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, look down. Release the block. Rise up. Turn your toes. Right toes to the front of the room. Left toes, clock on the front, 10, 11 o'clock. Bend your right knee. Reach out in 2 directions with your arms. Sink your weight down. Knee stays over the ankle. Breathe in and out. Warrior two. Inhale. Sit a little deeper. Exhale. Inhale. Left arm down, right arm up. Reverse that. Bump your left hip towards your right knee. Breathe in, breathe out. Big, long stretch sides of the body. One more breath. Empty the breath. Bring your hands to the floor. Spin it around. You can move your block back to the front. Step back to a high plank. Choose your way to downward facing dog with chaturangas, extra or none. And we meet in downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, float onto your toes, bend your knees, walk, step, jump, hop, fly to the top, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Press down to rise up, bring the arms overhead. Empty the breath, hands to your heart center. Inhale, stretch your arms overhead. Exhale, fold your way. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step, step, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg kicks high. Open up your right hip, bend and straighten the leg. Keep your shoulders, torso square. Open the hips. Exhale, knee to chest, round and curl. Step your right foot through. Turn your left foot on its side. Windmill the arms open to warrior two. Exhale, bend your right knee. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Straighten your front leg. Exhale, rise up and reach your hips, your torso forward, hips back. Triangle pose. Block is accessible outside of the shin or the calf if that's where you're going with it. Breathe in, breathe out. Tuck the tailbone underneath you. Reach your heart open. Spin it up. Big toe pressing down firmly through the floor. Look down at your right toes. Inhale, reverse the triangle once again. Exhale, bend the knees back to your warrior two. Block stays on the outside of your right leg. Reach forward, right hand on the block, any height. Left arm up and take it over your head. Palm down, heart opens. Hug your knee towards your arm so that the knee doesn't start to roll in. The glutes become active. The side stretch is beautiful. One more big breath. As you empty the breath, release your left hand to the inside of your right foot. Turn your back foot around. Right arm comes up. We've done this. Hug your hip in. Exhale, release your left knee to the floor. Reach your right arm back. And some of you might pick up the foot and grab it. And some of you might just keep reaching back. Doesn't matter to me, shouldn't matter to you. Just go where the body takes you. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, kick your foot into your hand, open up your torso to the right. And then gently release your hands on the inside of your right leg. This time, if you'd like to come down to your forearms, keep your knee down on the floor. You can open up the right knee a little bit more if you'd like. See how it feels. Come back to the center with your torso and just stay for another breath. Now, as you release the breath, release your left hip to the floor. Take your right foot and place it on the floor outside of your left thigh. Good. And reach up. Stretch the arm up overhead and see if you can now lift your left hip up and off the floor. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Nothing crazy. It's kind of like a reverse flip triangle. Come back down to the floor with your hip. Spin yourself around onto your bellies, onto your forearms, Sphinx pose. Fingers, you could be on the blade side of your fingers or palms down. Lift your chest up. Bring your heart through. A little bit more of a back bend for you. Take another breath. And then place the palms down. Push your hips to your heels. Legs can be wide or close. Child's pose. Release the lower back. Breathe in and breathe out. Just move the hip and hands. Spread your breath across the back of the body, across the hips, shoulders, everywhere you go. Inhale back to your hands and knees. Tuck your toes underneath you. Lift your hips in the air. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg in the air. Exhale, step it through. Turn your right foot on its side. Have a block if you'd like. Open up, face the right side, warrior two. Exhale, sink down. Inhale, reverse, and then straighten your front leg. Exhale, lift up and hinge forward, triangle pose. Left hand on the block, shin, thigh, toes. Breathe into it. The more you can breathe into it, the more openness you'll find. The more openness you'll find, the more space we have to move in. One more breath as you look down. Exhale, inhale, rise up, reverse the triangle, and then rebend your knee. It is a reverse warrior. Exhale, come back to warrior two. Reach forward, left hand outside, left foot shin block, right arm overhead, palm down. Bring your tailbone beneath you, hug your knee towards your arm. Kind of like the things we did way back in the beginning, hugging knee to arm. Breathe in, breathe out. Really find the length. Take your right fingers to the front of the space, right toes to the back of the space, and then spin everything else up and open. One more breath. Empty the breath, release the hand. Turn it around. Lower your knee to the floor as you turn your left toes out to the left side. Come to the forearms or on a block, and just settle into this for a few breaths. Inhale and exhale. Good, then we're going to spin around so that the right hip is down. The left foot comes outside of the right thigh, and you're just sitting in an old calisthenics style exercise, right? Take your left arm up and over and lift your right hip off the floor, pressing into the right outer edge of your foot. Big breath, lift up, bring that right hip up towards the left hip. One more breath. And then empty the breath, and however you get there, turn yourself around, take your belly to the floor, Sphinx pose. I think I left something out. We'll get there. Breathe in, breathe out. Good, from Sphinx pose, come back to your hands and knees. Where were we? So we're going to take our left leg back behind us. I'm not sure how we did that. We were in our lizard. So bring your knee down, grab a hold. I think it's the other side. So if I'm wrong, I'm probably wrong. You should be on the other side. Breathe in, breathe out. Wherever you are, have a good time with it. Happy New Year. Release your foot. Come back to your hands and knees. Come to a tabletop position. Round your spine, pull your belly in, and then come to sitting on your heels or your block so that the block will come the long way between your 2 feet. And just like we started a little while ago, take your hands back on top of your thighs. This time, turn your palms up and drop your shoulders down. Breathe in, breathe out. Keep your left hip on the ground, on the block. Bend your right knee so that the right heel is in line with your sitting bone, but the right foot is away from your inner thigh. Good. Now, take your arms up and over. Exhale, take your right arm behind you, left arm outside your right knee. Now, don't bring the knee across the body, but push the arm and the leg towards the outside, so your outer hip towards your outer hip. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. Similar to things we've been doing. Get that nice opening, that nice space, and that nice twist. One more breath. Good. Empty the breath, come back to the center. Release your hands, and then interlace your fingers together. Bring your fingers to the bottom of your right foot. And then bring your right knee to your right shoulder, like towards the right side of your body, not straight in the center, towards the outer ribs. And just compress the hip here. This is going to be tricky, so just, hang in there. And then straighten the leg to the best of your ability here. If you'd like, a strap or towel might help you in that. Big breath. Lift your chest up, don't sink into your back. And then exhale, bring your right knee in, press it on the floor, sit up tall, and just switch sides. Right leg comes bent, left leg comes onto the floor. Space between your heel and your knee. Hold onto your shin, give yourself height, inhale. Exhale, take the left arm behind you, right arm up in the air. Inhale, twist, exhale, elbow to outside of the thigh. Lift and lengthen, inhale. And twist deeper, exhale. So not pulling the knee to the center, but pushing the knee outside. One more breath. Release the breath, come back to center. Interlace your fingers, just move the fingers over, one finger grip. Bring the fingers to the balls of your feet or strap or towel. Bring your leg up, bring it on the outside of the rib cage. Push your knee against your underarm and your foot against your hand. So you've got this nice action, this dual action happening here. Inhale. And exhale, begin to straighten your leg. My leg's not going to go straight. It's just not going to happen. But bring it as straight as you can without slumpasana, right? So we don't want to sink back. You want to lift up onto your sitting bones, pull your collarbones broad. Inhale. And exhale. One more breath. Good. Place the foot down. Come up onto your hands and knees. Release the feet. Tuck the toes underneath you from a tabletop into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, walk it out. Let's just walk to the middle of the mat. You don't have to go all the way up, you don't have to go all the way back. Come into a halfway fold, lengthen your spine. Exhale, bring your hands underneath your feet, wrap your big toe around your wrist, look forward, inhale. Exhale, pull the elbows out towards the side, let your head in there. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Release your hands to your hips. Exhale, rise up to stand. Release your arms down by your side. All right, I'm hoping and trusting that you can still hear me. Take a breath in. Bring your right knee to your chest. Hold onto the walls, furniture if you need to. Hug the knee like we just did a moment ago. You can stay right here. You can hold on to your thigh. Or you can take your peace finger grip around your big toe and extend your right leg or keep it bent out in front of you. Left arm can go where you need it. So again, my leg isn't straight. My aim is to have it straight and lower the right hip. Hug in the left hip. Breathe in. Breathe out. For 3, 2, 1. Bring the knee into the chest. Hug it again. And lower your foot to the floor. Stand in mountain. Good. Weight into the right leg. Inhale, bring your left knee to your chest. Hug the knee in. You can stay right here. Nothing wrong with it. Or take your left peace fingers around your big toe. And see if you can hold on to it. Bent or straight leg, doesn't matter. If you want to kick it out, you kick it out. Hug your right hip in. Drop your left hip level. Arm can be wherever you need it to be. I don't know why I can't see you, so I was going to go look. But I can't do that. I can, but I see the same pose I saw a half hour ago, 45 minutes ago. All right, hold it here for 3, 2, and bring it back in. Little hug, oops, or fall over. Come back down, separate your feet, fold forward, same peace finger grip, right around your big toes, look forward, inhale. And exhale, fold, everything comes down in half. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk your hands forward, exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale to a high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, bring your knees to the floor. Now down dog. Cross one leg in front of the other, sit behind your heels. Leave your legs out in front of you. Walk up a little bit on your mat so that when you do go back, your head will be supported on the mat. Take your right leg and bend it in just like we just did. Heel in line with your sitting bone, hug your arms around your shin, and lift up nice and tall. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Take your left hand behind your back. Lift your torso up. Take your right hand. Inhale. Inside of your right thigh. Reach the outside of your left thigh. And then some of you will be able to bind the right hand in front of your right shin. Bring it behind your back, and some of you will grab for your left arm or wrist. You can also use a towel if you don't have it connecting all the way, or your shirt, or anything else. Lift your chest up and fold forward over your left leg. Left leg is active, right hip might be a little bit off the floor. Breathe in, empty the breath, let it go. One of them are vinyasa. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rise up. Release your bind if you have it. Take your right leg and cross it over your left leg. Straighten or bend the left leg. Both sitting bones towards the floor. Don't sit on your left heel. Right arm goes back behind you. Inhale. Twist to the right side. Exhale. Twist. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Stay for 2 more breaths. Empty the breath. On the next inhaling breath, come back to center. Take the top leg. Bring the knee over the knee, so lift your hips up, and again, sit on a block if that's more supportive for you. We did this way back when, like 45 minutes ago, a little early, and now maybe you feel a little bit different. Once again, take the arms up. Exhale, we'll take the twist to the right side one more time. Keep pressing your right hip down. Keep lengthening your torso and then rotating to the right side. Inhale, rise up, and just do a short little counter twist to the other side. Inhale, come back to center. Lean back and shake out your legs. Legs out in front of you. Adjust the flesh underneath the sitting bones. Keep your right leg straight, bend your left leg, heel in line with your sitting bone. Right arm behind you, left arm up, inhale. Reach on the inside of your left thigh, reach across your body to the outside of your right foot. The more you get your shoulder forward, the more chance you might have at grabbing into a bind. Left arm comes around, spins the arm back. Some of you will grab your arm, your shirt, your pants, or a towel, inhale. Exhale, fold, and others may just reach towards one of those positions. Keep breathing. Forward fold over your right leg. Your right leg is active, and your left hip presses down. One more breath. Empty the breath. Forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Release whatever you've got going on there. Exhale, take your left leg outside of your right thigh and choose to stay with a straight leg here or bend the leg back behind you. Left arm goes behind you, gives you a kickstand effect. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, twist outside, hug, or just wherever you can into this bind. Inhale and exhale. Keep lifting and lengthening. One more breath. Inhale back to center for a short little counter pose. Come back in. Shift your weight forward as you bring your left knee over your right knee and sit in cow pose. Inhale, stretch your arms up. Exhale, right arm outside left thigh. I got an alert. I just didn't know if it was any of you texting me to say you can't hear me. Inhale, return to the counter pose. Exhale, come back to center. Release your legs, lean back, shake out your legs. Give a little love to your knees. Again, look behind you. Make sure that you'll be supported on the floor with your mat. Reach the arms out in front of you. Flex the feet. Sit up tall. Inhale. I'll just turn this way for a second. Exhale, pull the belly to the spine. Round down slowly, one vertebrae at a time, until you come to the floor and hug your knees to your chest. Stretch the legs up in the air. Feet over the hips. So if your hips are lifting, your tailbone lifts. Right? Keep your tailbone down. So for many of us, we just don't have that awareness all the time. So we think that this is right over our hips, but it's not. So if you can see yourself in the mirror or your camera, great. Just line it up like you're an L. Take your arms by your side. Pull your shoulders back. Open up your heart. Start to lower your legs one little time, point flex, all the way down. When your legs do touch the floor, and right about where I am is where it gets really tricky, right? Really got to support yourself, find your core, a little block underneath, and then the legs will touch down, come to your forearms, lift your heart up, rest lightly on the top of your head or not at all. There's many versions of this pose. Feel free to take any one of them. Pull your heart open. Rest lightly, if at all, on your head, so there's no weight on your head. And to come out of it, you bring your chin to your chest. Roll back down. This time, let's hug the knees to the chest. Open up your arms to a T. Shift your hips right. Let your knees fall over to the left side twist. Inhale, return to the center. Shift your hips to the left. Let your knees fall over to the right. And inhale back to the center. Hug your knees into your chest. Lift your head and shoulders up. Round and curl your spine. Pull yourself into a nice tight ball. Big breath in. Empty the breath. Lay your head down. And extend your legs out in front of you. Stretch your arms over your head. Reach in all directions now, stretching from the middle of your body outward. Breathe in, breathe out. And then empty the breath as you bring your arms down by your side. Palms facing up. Hips display open. Body is at rest. Peaceful surrender onto your mat. Take a breath in as you scan your body from the top of the head to the bottoms of your feet. Let go of anything that doesn't serve and of anything that you don't want to take with you into a new year. Leave it behind. Or as they say, you've got to leave it behind. And just notice if you still carry any tension with you, and just support yourself as you let go of the tension in your body, physically, emotionally, empty. Shavasana. Start to move your fingers and toes, wrists and ankles.
hear me?